The Sleepover Rules, Part 1. The List. You've been invited to Samantha's house for a sleepover. The invitation felt casual enough at first, but something about the night felt off from the moment you arrived. Samantha's house wasn't like the others in your neighborhood. It was much older, almost ancient, with creaky wooden floors and a cold, musty smell that lingered in the air. When you step through the front door, you're immediately greeted by Samantha's grandmother, a woman so pale and fragile she almost looks translucent in the dim light. Her frail hands tremble as she presses a folded piece of paper into each of your hands. "Make sure you follow the rules, girls," she says, her voice weak but sharp. "They'll keep you safe." You look around at the others, Samantha, Jess, and Nina, all with the same puzzled expression. Jess lets out a small laugh, but it dies in her throat when she notices how serious the old woman's face remains. "Don't worry about it," Samantha says, brushing her hand through her hair awkwardly. "Grandma's always been a little weird about the rules." You nod, trying to shake off the growing unease. It's just a sleepover. But as you open the paper, the air seems to grow colder. The note reads, 1. Do not leave the bedroom after midnight. If you do, stay away from the basement. Do not go near the stairs leading down. 2. Do not open any closed doors, even if someone is knocking. Once the doors close after 12:01 a.m., they must stay closed. 3. If you hear crying, do not search for the source. It isn't someone who needs your help. 4. Only one person can look into the bathroom mirror at a time. If you see someone else's reflection while you're alone, leave the bathroom immediately. 5. If you hear footsteps in the hallway after 1 a.m., do not look outside. Stay in bed. Pretend to be asleep. 6. By 3 a.m., someone may try to join the sleepover. No matter who they look like, no matter how much they beg, they are not your friend. Do not talk to them. Do not acknowledge them. Do not open the door. 7. If you hear the sound of scratching on the walls or floor, ignore it. It will stop eventually. The room falls silent as you all read over the rules. Jess snorts, breaking the tension. "Is this some kind of joke?" she asks, tossing the paper onto the floor. "Come on, Samantha, your grandma's just messing with us, right?" Samantha's face flushes a little, clearly embarrassed. "She's, old-fashioned. Just ignore it." Nina, though quiet, has her eyes fixed on the paper, rereading the rules. "But why the basement? And what does it mean about someone joining the sleepover? This is kinda creepy." Samantha shrugs, but you can tell she's uncomfortable. "Look, just follow the rules, okay? It's probably nothing, but better safe than sorry." She tries to laugh it off, but the unease in her voice betrays her. You all head upstairs to her room. It's cozy enough, filled with fairy lights and posters of pop bands on the walls. The atmosphere lightens a little, and soon you're back to watching movies and eating snacks. For a while, you forget about the rules. The note is crumpled up and left somewhere on the floor. 11:45 p.m. You're halfway through a movie when Nina asks to use the bathroom. The mention of the bathroom stirs an uneasy feeling in your stomach, but you shake it off. Jess rolls her eyes. "I'm going too," she says, grabbing her phone. "Don't freak out if we both go at once, okay?" she teases, referencing the mirror rule. Samantha chuckles nervously. "Just don't look in the mirror for too long, okay?" Nina gives her a confused look. "It's just a mirror. What's it gonna do, show me my bad hair day?" Jess laughs, and the two head to the bathroom together. 12:01 a.m. You hear a soft knock on the bedroom door. At first, it's subtle, just a light tapping. You glance at Samantha, whose face has gone pale. "It's probably my grandma checking on us," she whispers, though you can hear the doubt in her voice. The knocking grows louder, more insistent. Jess and Nina haven't come back from the bathroom yet. "Should we answer it?" you ask, already knowing the answer from the rules. Samantha shakes her head. "No, we can't. Just wait. The knocking stops abruptly. You all sit there in a tense silence, the atmosphere in the room becoming thick and suffocating. You exchange glances with Samantha, who is clutching her pillow tight. 12:30 a.m. Jess and Nina return from the bathroom, seemingly fine. "What's up with you guys?" Jess asks, plopping back onto the bed. "Did someone knock?" Samantha nods, her face still pale. "We didn't open it, like the rules said." Jess rolls her eyes. "Oh, please, those rules are ridiculous. What's the worst that could happen?" You say nothing, but the tension in the room is undeniable. The rules felt like a joke at first, but now you can't shake the feeling that something is very, very wrong. 1 a.m. There it is. The sound of footsteps outside in the hallway. Soft, slow, but unmistakable. They seem to go back and forth, pacing just outside the door. Everyone freezes. Samantha pulls the covers up to her chin, her eyes wide. Jess gets up, clearly annoyed. "Seriously? Footsteps? Now what, we're not supposed to look?" "Jess, no," Samantha whispers. "Just ignore it." But Jess doesn't listen. She crosses the room, hand on the doorknob, ready to open it. You want to stop her, but fear has you glued to the spot. The footsteps stop. "Hey, this is Sky. Don't worry, that's not the end. This is a series, and part 2 is coming up next, part 3 shortly after that, and there's no part 4 yet. So, enjoy it while you can." This comes from the subreddit Rules Horror, written by Uniflash16.